something you need. I've got what you want. Let the rest stand in line. I'll get you to the front. I'm your vaccine daddy. I've got the connections to get you your injections.
Vaccine daddy.
I'm gonna treat all your troubles.
Vaccine daddy.
And hey, my doses are doubles. No more nights of isolation. You're gonna dig my big inoculation. Vaccine daddy. Let me examine you and check if you're warm. I can see you've properly filled out your form. Take off your coat and roll up your shirt. All the gals will tell you that it doesn't hurt. My sharp is sharp, my syringe goes deep. My hypodermic's longer than a CVS receipt. I've got a little pad with some alcohol, and once my needle's in love you'll fall.
With your vaccine daddy.
Your symptoms won't worsen.
Your vaccine daddy.
After some of my nursing.
Your vaccine daddy.
No one's better.
Vaccine daddy.
With a super spread.
E aí, Melo? É nóis, hein? Ó, o Melo da Araçoiá da Serra, hein? Melo, tô com o Bruno Palhano aqui, ó.
Prazer aí, garota.
Tatuador da Araçoiá da Serra e do Sorocaba.
What it's like to go running as a woman. First, we've got the identifying information in case I get kidnapped. It's got my name and my address. Then we've got the pepper spray for self-defense. And I always turn my GPS on so everybody knows where I am at all times. And in case the pepper spray fails, we've got the brass knuckles. She may be small, but she's scrappy. Only one AirPod so I can hear my surroundings. Be safe, y'all.
The obesity epidemic isn't real, and it shouldn't be an anti-capitalist talking point. When someone unironically references the obesity epidemic or even uses the word obesity, it tells me they really don't know what they're talking about when it comes to fatness. This use of the word obesity stems directly from the BMI, which was created by a eugenicist with no medical training who based the scale only on white bodies and cow math. Fatness is not an epidemic. Fat people existed before capitalism and before colonization. Fat phobia is a direct result of anti-blackness, and it has deadly consequences for many groups of indigenous folks and other people of color, as well as fat folks. When you make the obesity epidemic a real symptom of capitalism, you are not only ostracizing fat people from anti-capitalist thinking, but also actively ignoring that the health outcomes related to obesity are more accurately attributed to food deserts and fatphobic discrimination in healthcare. The obesity epidemic was created by Western medicine to avoid addressing the actual causes of health inequity, which is what we as anti-capitalists should be doing.
What?
Yes, you will.
I did not throw away my shot. I did not throw away my shot. Went to myturn.ca.gov, ID and proof of income. Did not throw away my shot. I'm a teacher, so I got my shot. If you're essential, then go get your shot. If you live in this country, check your eligibility and do not throw away your shot.
So when a baby is born, the doctor looks at the baby and says, "Oh, this is a little girl," or "Oh, this is a little boy." And sometimes the doctor gets that wrong. So when I was born, the doctor looked at me and said, "Oh, this is a little girl." And so everybody thought I was a little girl. But when I got old enough to tell people who I was, I said, "Wait, I'm not a little girl, I'm a boy." And that means that I'm transgender. What everybody told me I was is not actually who I am, and I just had to explain that to people. And there's nothing wrong with being transgender.
The coronavirus is dominating me and the whole country.
I'm the coronavirus.
No, COVID, no!
Get on your knees, Dr. Fauci.
I'm wearing my mask. Don't touch me.
Teletubbies are cute. I'm fine with that. I'm cute. Still cute. Still cute. So what's your point?
As you know, the term intersex refers to anyone who doesn't fit into the biological sex categories of male or female, meaning that there's some variation in the hormones, chromosomes, internal reproductive anatomy, or external genitalia. One question that I've gotten a lot is, if an intersex person is non-binary, does that make them cisgender? Let's define the terms. To be cisgender means that you identify as the gender that you were assigned at birth, and to be transgender means that you identify as a gender other than the one that you were assigned at birth. At the end of the day, most intersex people are still assigned a sex at birth, meaning that when they're born, they're still typically assigned either male or female. This means that intersex people can be cisgender, intersex people can be transgender, intersex people can be non-binary, intersex people can basically have any gender identity that a non-intersex person can have. So no, if an intersex person identifies as non-binary, that doesn't make them cisgender. They would still fall under the transgender umbrella and still be identifying as a gender other than the one that they were assigned at birth.
This girl is on Pfizer! This girl is on Pfizer! She's hopped up on Pfizer! This girl is on Pfizer!
The animals in your shopping carts wanted to live. They had friends, family, and feelings. It's not meat, it's violence. All of these animals felt pain and they lived miserable lives and suffered terribly to be in your shopping carts. They all want freedom. Their bodies, not ours. Their lives, not ours. It's not meat, it's violence. It's not steak, it's violence. We're leaving.
I need you guys to leave.
It's not pork, it's violence. It's not a chicken cutlet, it's violence. Animals' lives are their right. We have just begun to fight. One struggle, one fight. Human freedom, animal rights. It's not meat, it's...
Oh my god, guys. I'm freaking out. What am I gonna do? Just kidding, I already scheduled the appointment. I am what conservatives fear! Fuck, that's good.
To the left is Jolie. It's very malleable.
I was actually a very big-time athlete about a decade ago. So I've experienced what it's been like to be at the top of the quote-unquote male chain. This trophy right here was for MVP of a tournament when I was in college. When I walk into a place, they see a large black man and they go automatically, he's gonna rob me. Whereas, as a female, they're like, oh, she's really sexy, she's really cute, she's really cozy. I noticed that when I'm a sexy female, I get treated completely differently. For people to realize that this beautiful big white woman is really a black man is mind-blowing.
Do you want to know how I make my man happy? I let him play with my mom. Yeah, I'm that kind of wife.
I thought I needed a poop, and I realized it was a baby.
This is 27-year-old Nino. He fell in love with 22-year-old Jocelyn.
I'm transgender.
And I am also transgender.
Nino didn't know he was pregnant until giving birth to their son Julian.
He didn't know he was pregnant. We realized that he was actually pregnant because he gave birth.
The couple are now worried their son will be judged because of his parents.
There was just a family that went by here and they were speaking bad about our family. They probably think that this is not my girlfriend's child or this is not our child. I'm not gonna have that.
I made a mistake. I opened up to somebody and I don't think I will be doing that again. I told a close confidant that I was non-binary and their response was, no, you are not. You are too pretty to be non-binary. Really? Really now? Suck my hickory dickory dong, Kevin. Sure, I may look like a personification of a porcelain doll and have the disposition of a fluffy bunny rabbit, but I am completely dead inside! I passed gallstones for a year and thought it was normal, and I've been stabbed before. At this point, death owes me money, God is terrified of me, and whatever doesn't